Before this starts, if you've ever watched something like this, felt exposed, then quietly moved on without engaging, this part is for you. People don't talk about emotional addiction because silence protects the pain. If you stay silent too, someone else stays stuck longer. So if this reaches you, don't disappear afterward. Stay present. Listen all the way through. No one told him he was losing himself. There was no warning, no dramatic moment, no breakup scene, just a quiet shift. One day, his peace stopped coming from inside him. It started arriving through a notification. That's how it happens. Not loudly, not obviously. Behind the scenes, something rewires, and by the time you notice, your emotions are no longer yours. He didn't think of himself as emotional. He wasn't dramatic. He handled his life well. Work was stable, friends were around. Nothing looked broken. Then she entered, not with intensity, but with timing. She appeared when he was tired. She responded when he doubted himself. She laughed at things he never explained to anyone else. At first, it felt natural, easy, light. He didn't chase, he didn't cling, he just noticed something small. When she replied quickly, his shoulders relaxed. When she didn't, his thoughts grew louder. He told himself it was interest, chemistry, connection. But slowly, he stopped, checking his own emotional temperature. He checked hers. This is the part no one sees. The waiting, the internal negotiation. He didn't ask for more. He just hoped. He reread messages not for meaning, but for reassurance. Silence didn't feel neutral anymore. It felt personal. Behind the scenes, his nervous system learned something dangerous. Calm only arrives when she shows up. And the more he waited, the more valuable her presence felt. Not because she was extraordinary, but because relief always feels powerful. The brain is not designed to chase love. It's designed to chase safety. When attention arrives inconsistently, the mind fills the gaps with effort, not logic. Effort. The emotional system mistakes unpredictability for depth because uncertainty keeps it alert. This isn't romance, it's conditioning. And once the brain links one person to emotional relief, detachment doesn't feel like distance. It feels like losing balance. That's how addiction forms. Quietly, respectfully, without drama. He didn't notice when his world narrowed. He stopped sharing details with friends. He postponed plans just in case she called. When she pulled away, he leaned in, not outwardly, but internally. He became more understanding, more patient, more available. Not because he was trying to impress her, but because his body had learned something. Connection equals regulation. And when regulation depends on someone else, power shifts without anyone asking for it. This is where men get confused. They don't feel obsessed. They feel responsible. Responsible for fixing the distance, for restoring closeness, for making it feel like it did before. But what they're really chasing is themselves. The version that felt calm, the version that slept well, the version that didn't overthink silence. That version only appears when she does. And that's the trap. Emotional addiction isn't about desire. It's about regulation outsourcing. When someone becomes the emotional anchor, the body reacts before the mind can intervene. This doesn't mean he's weak. It means he adapted. But adaptation without awareness becomes dependency. And dependency doesn't need intensity to survive. It just needs inconsistency. Healing doesn't begin with cutting someone off. It begins with reclaiming emotional ownership. Notice what shifts inside you when they disappear. That reaction is the work. Stability must be rebuilt internally through routines, presence, grounding, connection that doesn't fluctuate. Real connection doesn't destabilize you, it expands you. If peace leaves when someone does, that's not love asking for loyalty. That's your nervous system asking for safety. Some men never realize this. They call it heartbreak. They call it longing. But the truth is quieter. They were trained emotionally without knowing the lesson. Awareness is not rejection. And when emotional balance returns, connection no longer feels urgent. It feels chosen. If this explains something you've been carrying silently, don't keep it to yourself. Someone you know is still blaming themselves for this pattern. Like this, so the message travels. Comment so others don't feel alone. Share it where silence usually wins. And subscribe, not for content, but so this kind of truth keeps reaching the people who never hear it. Awareness spreads faster when you don't look away.